news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Joe Budden of the Joe Budden Podcast gave his honest and candid thoughts about DaBaby and the excuses from DaBaby, as we did do a video earlier on Rap-A-Lot's own Jay Prince, who had some very strong words on DaBaby's recent slap of a lady inside of a Tampa, Florida club. So Joe Budden was more direct with his comments towards DaBaby and how he's feeling about some of DaBaby's excuses over the weeks and months over incidents that he's been involved in, and how he's kind of always played the victim role. So let's go to the Joe Budden Podcast, the latest episode. I believe it's entitled Pebbles. Here's what Joe thinks about DaBaby's latest incident involving a woman, in which he seemingly put his hands on a woman for putting the phone in the face.
There's a bunch of people defending him for smacking the shit out of a girl because the girl put a light in his face.
I'm not defending that.
Nigga, so what? The girl put a light in your fucking face.
That's not what anyone is saying.
I'm not defending that. What I'm saying is,
I instinctually did something. No, you turned around, paused, looked at somebody, and smacked the shit out of them. We've been there before. We know how that go. Don't tell me about instinctually. Don't tell me about all these blogs coming out now, because the blogs are the attorneys. The blogs get right. The blogs get right. DaBaby instinctually did something. What do you guys think? I don't give a fuck what they think, nigga. That shit is nasty, especially with your history. Come on, man, knock it off.
But that's
and then why I gotta wait for the label to say to him, "Yo, you off? Apologize." Why do I have to wait for that? Because before the label chimes in, and I've seen that a lot in the past month, where somebody do something stupid. Like Summer in that airport shit. She did something stupid, went online, said, yo, fuck y'all if you offended. The label called and says, nigga, pipe it down. And then you get on there and say, yo, my bad, shouldn't have been all that. Like, I can tell when that happens. Yeah, like, why on your own recognizance can't say, damn, that was fucked up, my bad. No, a lawsuit is coming your way. What are you talking about? I got 10 grand if y'all find a video of a girl. Huh? Yo, what the fuck is he talking about? No, like, stop with niggas just sounding stupid because we like them. When you are in this field and you make 200 grand an appearance, it is kind of your due diligence to know how to move in these spots that are hiring you. And even if you want to throw all of that out of the window, I would agree with you if this is your first inference. I've seen you put your hands on niggas for the last 9 months and then run to the internet to explain. This is not an isolated incident. You can't expect the audience to understand every time you put your hands on somebody. You are roaming around the world picking up bags. You are not in Charlotte anymore. You're not just around some street niggas anymore. You have a fucking responsibility to yourself and to the consumer. Yeah, that chick paid to come see you, nigga. Yeah, it takes 28 days to change a habit.
That's natural.
If you are making $250,000 an appearance, then you go sit your fucking ass up somewhere for 28 days and have somebody shove something in your face so your responses can be different.
Yeah, obviously Joe was very passionate in his podcast, and Joe did end the podcast by saying, all I want is for DaBaby to stay out of trouble, but he's well on his way to getting in trouble, and he's tired of labels making these artists go out and send out these apologies on their Instagram stories. Like, why can't you take the ownership to apologize yourself? I thought Joe said something very valuable. He was like, hey man, that $10,000 ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna have to go to court and or settle this out with this young lady. Look, man, we cannot condone men putting their hands on women. For the most part, I am with Joe Budden in his sentiment. A little bit too passionate for me. But at the end of the day, I think I got to respect men stepping up saying, yo, you wrong, my G. And, Joe's going to likely cross paths with DaBaby down the line. I likely will cross paths with DaBaby down the line. If a conversation happens, I don't believe I could interview an artist like DaBaby or Joe with his pull-up series that he does. I don't believe those interviews can take place without asking the question to DaBaby like, yo, bro, like, how are you going to stay out of trouble? What security measures? You don't got to come at bruh and be like, bruh, why you slapping chicks? Why you putting your hands on chicks? Because he going to respond. That energy going to hit you, right? But I think it's a fair question to ask DaBaby like, yo, bro, what security measures have you put in place to not put yourself in positions where you're compromised, right? What's going wrong with your security? I think that's a fair question. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Joe Budden's comments towards DaBaby. He was very direct. and he did not sugarcoat things. He's like, yo, you gotta stop doing stupid stuff or you gonna mess up the bag. So quick news break. We yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they
tuned in. We locked in right now, Mr. Taliaferro. Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.